Oh my God. So I'm shooting this video in a couple parts. I'm going to shoot this unboxing part quick. Then I'm going to come back and talk more about this. This is I've been waiting days and days for this to come from Canada, from Mr. Jason Hammond, the guy that did the awesome Flyboy from Dawn of the Dead that I have, and the other female Cenobite that you've probably seen on one of my old videos. This one though, this is from an great old horror film that a lot of you, I'm sure, will know and love. Jason's work is incredible, but this one, when I saw this one pop up, I had to buy it instantly. I went nuts because the way he puts his, what in the hell? The way Jason operates is he'll put stuff up on Etsy, and you gotta be fast. If you don't get it within seconds of him listing it, you're not gonna get it. He's put up 2 pieces at once that I wanted to buy. By the time I got one of them in my cart, they were both sold. You know, like, you gotta be quick. I was out of the country for a while. He listed this sucker, and I kept waiting and waiting, and my God, when it showed that I won it, I went nuts. I was so excited because this reminds me of an old piece that I would love to own, that's quite rare, which I will show you in a little while. I'll explain that, to my knowledge, not many people have ever done this character. There was one done in the 80s that I'll tell you all about in a little while, but this one's insane. It's a girl. It's a young high school girl who got bullied quite a bit. And get out of here! The girl was played by Sissy Spacek. She went to the prom and had a very cruel joke played on her. Well, not a joke. A very horrible prank where they dumped pig's blood all over her from up above. I'm sure you've already guessed what this is going to be. I wonder if I should film this where it's a complete surprise or just keep... I'm trying to be so careful. Oh my God. Woo-hoo-hoo. I haven't been this excited about a piece in a while. Oh man. This one's creepy. By the looks of it on Jason's Instagram, it's pretty phenomenal. His pieces are resin, that most of you will know. Jason does his stuff in resin. Whoa, look at that. Oh my God. Carrie. Man, oh man, is that crazy. Will you look at that? Damn, Jason, that is crazy cool. She looks pretty real, huh? I'm trying to carefully get this shit out of the way. Alright, Jason. Supplies. Jason does supply you with a base and a pole. This stuff can be so sharp. You will slice your fingers wide open with this resin. Be so careful when opening. Jason pours these himself out of a mold. That edge can be insanely razor sharp. Be very careful. Got to get her on this pedestal so we can have a good look at her and I can get this camera up close. Jason told me that this is the number 2. It's number 2. He made, I don't know how many he's made, but this is the second one. Be so fucking careful with this. I do not want her falling. I don't want to mess up her hair. She's traveled a long way. That's creepy. Wow. Look at that. Oh my God. Jason Hammond, you've done it again. I'm going to take really good photos of her with my camera, because sometimes the GoPro, the footage will be clear. It'll be really crisp and clear, but you don't get the feel of what the piece actually looks like. Sometimes the colors can be a little strange. Oh my God. This is no doubt one of the more lifelike pieces in my collection. Jason has done, this is the third one I own by him now, and that is badass. So cool. And her blood is nice and wet looking. It's totally dry. This piece was done weeks ago, probably 3 weeks ago. Oh my God. All right, so I'm back. I started filming that yesterday. Jesus, look at this. So this thing, I had her upstairs last night. That sounds bad. And I brought her back down just now to film this some more. And man, I was standing back here. First of all, this whole room is in shambles. There's masks and boxes everywhere. I'm still unpacking stuff from my last trip to Frank's. So there's just stuff all over the place here. But I'm looking at this room, and that thing is just glowing. Like this piece is, that thing is hands down one of the coolest things in this whole collection. It is unbelievable looking. Like it's crazy. And I'm going to tell you like a backstory on me wanting another Carrie piece. And this just, the way this all happened, it was just weird. I'll explain why. But first, let's take a closer look at her, okay? Jason Hammond out of Canada. This guy, I just kind of started noticing his stuff, I don't know, last year. I'm like, oh man, he makes some cool shit. Very talented sculptor, painter, obviously. I started watching his work. He started making these real lifelike pieces, you know, hyper realistic looking. And he's got quite a few I would love to own. Obviously, they're expensive. They're not pricey, but they're expensive because they're beautiful, beautiful work. A lot goes into the stuff he makes, I'm sure. And he made the Flyboy, the Dawn of the Dead Flyboy. That's upstairs in my bedroom. And the female Cenobite. That was the first one I got from Jason. And those two were incredible. But this, Jason, I gotta say, out of everything I've seen in front of me, this is your finest work. And mostly, a big part of it is part of it is how he got the hair covered in blood. I mean, I kept staring at this. If you put your hand under here, you could feel the rest of the wig, like it's all soft hair. And he got that blood to create a wet shell that's dry. It's obviously dry, but I mean, it's crazy. It looks like you just dumped blood right over her head, you know? So well done. And I like how he just didn't use one color of red. You know, you've got like some brownish red in there. Like maybe it was some dried blood and then more was on her at a different time, or just different types of stuff that came out of those dead pigs, you know? But man, it's crazy. I put it on Facebook and there's a ton of likes, but I bet you there's a ton of people going, what the hell is that? I don't want to see that. You know, all my normal friends on Facebook, they're probably like, what the hell's wrong with Rudy owning this shit? But to me, this is a work of art. Look at that. This is hands down the greatest Carrie piece I've ever seen, okay? Which is going to take us back now a little bit to another piece I've been wanting and searching for. there's a Carrie piece out there that's quite rare. And so back in the 80s, there was a Carrie sculpted by Luis Timmer and Henry Alvarez. And it's taller. It's like it's a bust, but it goes down much lower. So the one I'm referring to is 22 inches tall. It came in 2 different ways. It came with no blood or a bloody version. I've been searching for the bloody version. It's really rare. Frank actually has the non-bloody version, which is awesome. Beautiful piece. But the bloody one I've been on the hunt for a long time. And I have some old cards here from this is how David Lady used to send out advertisements for masks you would be able to get your hands on. But this is an actual card he would have sent you in the 80s. This is the Carrie piece here. That shows you what the other one looks like. And you can see it's like a much taller piece. And it says, Carrie. Now this amazingly lifelike full-size reproduction is available to fans and friends for a limited time. You know, you flip it over for the gory details. So this piece, let's see, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Sculpted by Luis Timmer and Henry Alvarez, and it's approximately 22.5 inches tall. This chilling display piece is available complete as shown with fabric prom dress and high gloss blood for $3.95, including shipping, or you may purchase the unfinished head and neck only, you know, without blood. And that's what Frank has. He has the non-bloody version. And I've been on the hunt for the bloody version. And I became obsessed with it. I'm like, I saw one in a collection over in Japan. I think I have a photo of it. I'll show you. It's so neat. And it's the old 80s Carrie that was made. This exact one. And they didn't make too many. So I've been on the hunt for that thing. Then I'm digging around with Frank's brother at the Frankenshrine. We're looking through things of Frank's, like magazines and just photos and stuff he had packed away, like in these drawers. And we find this book. All right, I'm going to have to move her off the table. We find this thick photo album. And hold on. You got to see what this is. So first I find this Carrie press kit thing, okay? The press kit for that film was pretty basic. It wasn't like I had a Creep Show one that came in a cool folder. This is just like a fold-out press kit, and it shows the posters and whatnot, and talks about the film. So it's an original Carrie press kit. I found that, and then we find this book. His brother and I find this book, photo album, I should say. I got these weird shadows going on. Hang on. And I mean, this sucker is heavy and thick. Okay, see that? I open it, and it is, I see this poster photo of the original poster for Carrie, and then it is tons of promotional 8x10s for the film. Like every one that was ever produced to collect is in this book. All the black and white 8x10s, and they're all the original. You know, they're not like photocopied images. They're all on photo paper, and they're all in here, even the color ones. So I'm like, look at this. I knew Frank was obsessed with the film Carrie, and I mean, there's a ton of them in here. He must have put this book together himself. Remember, Frank was a librarian, so he was really into archiving and saving things and preserving the history of things. And this is so cool. It goes on and on. There's color photos. There are photos from like the lobby cards. You know, these types of photos are in here. I don't know if they're actual lobby card photos, if they're just press kit photos. You know, I'm not sure exactly what they're called. What's going on down there? But so I find this thing, and then in the back of it, this is so cool. The back of it, there's tons of 5x7s printed on Kodak photo paper. Like, these are actual photographs that were printed I don't know if they were printed from someone's 35 millimeter slides. I don't know if these were things that guys were selling at conventions in the 80s. You know, how you can go to conventions and buy things off of tables. But Frank has an entire roll of film here that's been printed. Actually, some of these are pretty thick. There's more than... I should start looking at this closer because there's more photos in some of these. You could just tell there's more than 2 in there. But isn't this cool? All on Carrie. So I want to find out more about these pictures and what this could be. But this is so neat. Which brings us to... All right, so I'm on the hunt for the Louise Timmer Carrie. And I'm in the Cayman Islands for a while on vacation. And I'm just scrolling through Instagram, and then all of a sudden, boom, I see this insane Carrie, full color, full of blood on Jason Hammond's Instagram. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Right after we found this. I mean, it was not like about 2 weeks later. I'm like, this is so cool. And it drives me crazy that Frank cannot see this thing. I'm gonna go put her back up here, so hold on. Like I was saying, it drives me crazy that Frank is not here to see this piece. This would have made him go nuts seeing this. He would have done everything possible to get one of these in his hands. And Frank, like I was saying, the way Jason Hammond sells his pieces, he puts them up on his Etsy. And if you're not lightning fast with getting it in your cart and paying for it, you're not getting it. It'll be gone in seconds. I could not believe I was the one that scored it that night. I was, you know, my heart's racing. I'm going nuts. Like, oh my God. I seen it instantly pop up on Etsy. I kept refreshing the damn page. It popped up. Then I'm waiting for Apple Pay to go through. It's like, you know, horrible connection. Boom. It said you won. You paid for it. I was like, holy shit. Frank, there's no way Frank would have been able to do any of that. You know, he was not buying stuff on Etsy. He didn't have a mobile payment system on his... He didn't even have a cell phone. So I would have had to get one of these somehow for him. But, oh my God, he would go nuts if he saw this. Because I know what that film... How important that movie was to him. Obviously, he made that photo book with all those cool prints. But he would have went out of his mind getting one of these in his collection. So this Jason, this thing is crazy. I mean, I put this on Instagram 2 days ago. It's got already over 1,000 likes, and it keeps going up from there. People are going apeshit over it. If you'd like to try to own one of these, go to Jason Hammond's Instagram, Hammond Sculpt, Hammond Sculpt, all one word. And good luck. So I think after doing the conversion out of the Canadian to US dollar conversion, I paid just under $1,500 for her, which is, I've got no problem with the price. I mean, this is definitely one of the coolest things in this whole room, as far as the realistic look and expression on her face is just crazy. I mean, it's nuts, you know, just unbelievable. So I'm not talking about any other pieces on this episode. This is all dedicated to this amazing Carrie bust by Jason Hammond. It's resin. She's here to stay. She's not latex rubber. She's not going to deteriorate, fall apart over time. This thing is going to last a lifetime. And the blood is nice and glossy. It's completely dry. There's nothing sticky whatsoever about any of this. You know, it's like you would think this would be all sticky, and not at all. And the thing is, the important thing is it looks wet. The blood looks wet, and there's different tones of red and brown in there, and it looks great. So I could not ask him to improve on this at all. And this really, really makes me want to make a life-size figure out of this thing. I couldn't imagine having a full-size bloody Carrie standing in here, you know. Now that I've got this, I mean, it's very possible, because this is everything. Her face
is everything. You couldn't just get, you know, some random mannequin head and do this. It would not look right. That looks like her to a T. So excellent, excellent, excellent work, Jason. And I am thrilled with it. So once again, thanks for watching, and who knows what's coming next. I'm so brain fried. It looks like I'm probably purchasing a big private collection, like I was saying. Over 100 masks are coming to this collection. Has nothing to do with the Frankenstein. This is a whole nother collection. So cool stuff there. There's gonna be stuff I'm gonna sell to try to recoup my money, obviously. The owners of the collection know that, and it's just it's pretty neat because it's so different than anything I've got here. So I'll see you guys soon, and thanks for watching.